This is David.
Hi, David.
Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, we are playing Dark Souls 3. We are going to kill Oceiros? Or Oceiros? Or Oceiros? The Consumed King. We're in his garden currently, and I'm trying to get this knight to kind of get out of the way.
Right.
I'll eventually Goomba stomp him, and we can be on our way.
We can move on with our life, yes.
Yes. Come on, just move. Come on. Okay, good enough. Stoop.
Just run.
Just run. It's fine.
You make it? You make it? Oh, hey.
This is it's an easy boss with a poorly designed boss arena. I mean, it looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the only character in the game that talks or has any dialogue.
During a fight, yeah.
Yeah, he holds an invisible baby, which he refers to as Ocelot. It's I don't know. It's a standard weird, depressing Dark Souls backstory boss thing.
He's a mini Seath with a baby.
A mini Seath with a baby that is not there. Although you can hear it using the same generic Bloodborne baby sound.
Yes.
The staff backhand, when he steps back, he'll... the first phase of the fight, you just stand in front of him. That's all you do. So there's no... you just need to roll away for two things. One, when he puts the staff down like that, which is a very slow ice AoE. So you can just casually move out of the way.
Just saunter on away.
Yeah, and just kind of, yeah. The other one is when he jumps, because then he'll just slam down. In which case, that's the only thing for the first half you need to learn like any kind of timing on. Because you can just stand in front of him. There you go, there's a jump. That's basically it. Until we get into the BS-a-thon second half feral form nonsense. We'll be there shortly.
You say that like it's not well designed.
So the reason I said that the boss arena is not well designed is you have these little raised areas that kind of have like uneven geometry and like collision on the sides. It just kind of makes it look... The camera doesn't really like it when you get in the corner, and it just kind of looks a little junky when he starts backing up into the sides, I think. You can actually target two different spots on him. You can target his head or his body. I would obviously recommend you targeting the body.
Right, it moves less.
Yeah, you won't have your camera constantly spinning around.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I actually stunned him. Hooray.
Weird.
Yeah, he's just kind of flailing, but I mean, he's got a pretty long reach, but unfortunately, it's actually what makes it easier.
Is the long reach?
Yeah, because a lot of them will just kind of pass over you if you're standing. You could do a tail whip. I didn't even know you could do that.
I didn't either. I mean, that makes sense.
Sure. Okay, there you go. He does a tail whip, I guess, sometimes. I learned a thing.
Yes.
Some more ice.
Ice is a great status effect that builds up.
Ice is a wasted status effect. It is not well implemented in Dark Souls 3.
All right, now Ocelot is quote unquote dead.
Yep, and now he's on all fours, and he'll do. You just need to stand underneath him. It's the same strategy, where being very close to his back legs, I guess, is the safest. Because when he does this, which is one of the three things he'll pretty much do, his little tantrum, it just kind of goes over your head. The 360 spin, if you're just standing right under him, he kind of spins around you. So the only thing you have to watch out for is the instant charge dash. Dumb. Okay, anyways, maybe I'll cut something out.
You probably should, yeah.
Yeah. Because it has a 0 frame startup. That's the one. Did get hit by it that time. Okay, you can do like Crystal Dragon Breath. Good for him.
Huh.
He has some seathness inside of him.
It's like they gave the dragon-looking guy a dragon attack.
Yeah, how about that?
It took a full phase. All right.
What's that attack?
It's a zero frame startup. Weird.
0 frame startup. Now you might be asking yourself, there's probably not really a 0 frame startup on that attack. Like, there's probably some kind of tell or something. And you would be half right. Because he can do the instant charge from idle. So there is no preamble to it. He'll just instantly launch into it. Okay. But he also can do it at the end of sort of like a 3-hit combo where he does like swipe, and then dash. So that dash, I'm pretty sure, will always happen after the like kind of like he was doing there. There wasn't a great angle on it, but
right.
So he has this tantrum where he hits like 4 times, but then he'll do like a slightly slower 2 or 3 hit and then a dash at the end. That one you have to block or be standing beside him because like the hitbox that was a bad roll.
Yeah. Ooh, he almost cursed you.
Yeah, he can. Apparently he can. He actually has ice breath and stuff, or cursing breath, what have you. Petrification?
Is that what that's supposed to be?
I guess. I think that's what it is. I thought it was ice, but I guess that looks like the petrified.
Right.
That makes sense. That fits with the CZ-ness.
Right.
But yeah, there it is. That was the one that happened after the combo. Mm-hmm. But I was watching the footage. So I was like, all right, maybe the instant charge is really just after a combo like that. That was also very poor dodge.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna.
But the answer is no. The answer is that the dash can come from neutral. So there's the sort of 2 swipe version, as mentioned when you're close to him.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, that's like it's only one of 3 things he can really do when you're up on him. It's a much better dodge.
Yeah. Generally, you run to the side of the thing and not in the path.
Mm-hmm.
Prometheus
rules. Yes, Prometheus rules, of course.
Yes. So,
we're just gonna keep hitting him until he dies.
Yeah, I was like, other than the crap instant charge.
Yeah.
Is there?
There's.
Is there anything hard about this fight?
No.
Okay.
You're pretty safe underneath him. I mean, it's a Dark Souls boss where he just kind of does infinite attacks all the time, always attacking, never stopping. That's just the style.
Right.
But yeah, there's a few other things you could, like Ice Breath, which, as you can see, you can just be close and you'll be fine. He can do a spin and then a slam, but you can dodge that the same way you can dodge the other things. So if you're watching the video closely, you have noticed that charge happened after a neutral stance where he was just in. I was counting the frames between the time where he was like neutral to where like full hitbox of the dash was coming at you, and it's something like 15 frames, which is a quarter of a second.
Yeah,
60 frames a second. So, but that's not a wind up. That's like the beginning of the attack. It's 15 frames, and then it's on you. Anyways, I find it extremely annoying.
That seems
like the only thing that
error.
makes it's the only thing that makes this boss difficult. Especially if you're playing with less health, like crappy shield or something. So you can kind of just stand underneath him and slice at him, and then occasionally he'll just damage you. Unless your positioning is good, like you're at the back, or you kind of want to be on the side. But the thing is, he's constantly changing positions to face you. So whatever. He's dead now. The end of Oceiros and poor little Ocelot.
Poor little Ocelot. Who was Ocelot ever alive?
What was Ocelot? Who was any of this? What is anything in Dark Souls? What is the story of anything that happens in Dark Souls 3? Who knows? Nobody knows. 1 or 2 people know, I guess, because they make it their entire job to go through and figure out what is going on.
I feel like I can probably find a series on YouTube that's like in-depth lore run of Dark Souls 3, but so here's the deal. I care about that with Demon Souls. I care about that with Dark Souls 1. I kind of care about that with Dark Souls 2. I could not care less about Dark Souls 3.
Yeah. That's where I was for Bloodborne. I did read the Pale Blood Hunt. Wait, is that what it was?
I think it was called the Pale Blood Hunt, that essay.
Yeah. Yeah, the essay that's like 100 pages long.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
It's well researched, yeah.
Yeah, it's well researched. I have a better appreciation for the nonsense mood piece that is Bloodborne's story, because that is my interpretation of it mostly. It's like, oh yeah, you got your werewolf stuff, and you have some Lovecraft stuff, and it's just kind of like a moody gothic horror and like weird things happening, and it's fine. It's like the healing church and heretics and whatever. It's fine. Yes, there seems to be some thought put into it, which is good. And I appreciate that.
Well, I would say that it feels like with all of the Souls games, like Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1 through 3, like it feels like there was thought put into the lore. Same with Bloodborne. It's
too obscure.
It's either too obscure or it's... I think the big problem with Dark Souls 1 to 3. Now, this is something that people have a problem with going from Dark Souls 1 to 2, was the fact that Dark Souls 2 didn't really have a lot to do lore-wise with Dark Souls 1. It was essentially, here's the concept, but like here's a new setting that has some similar things, but is otherwise divorced from Dark Souls 1. And
correct.
And then Dark Souls 3 kind of did it halfsies. They're like, no, this is still the world of Dark Souls 1. And it's very much still this kind of setting, but it's not quite that setting. So it's like, all right, either you build on,
except for the parts where it's literally Dark Souls 1
or Demon Souls. But
that's true. Well, I mean, yeah, so yeah, it's like functionally, yes, there is literally a weapon from Demon Souls, but there's literally areas from Dark Souls 1.
Right, and part of me I'm of the opinion that they either should have gone whole hog with Dark Souls 1 being like the main reference point for everything and not had, the rekindling and having to get all the Lords of Cinder, and like they either just like redo Dark Souls 1 in a more literal sense, or just build on it, make this a straight sequel to Dark Souls 1, or do the Dark Souls 2 thing and say, all right, here are the mechanics-ish, let's build something new. I think either one of those would have been preferable to what we got.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is just, half of it's Dark Souls 1, half of it's just like random new nonsense. It's just like that they do in every game. Here's the deep. What's the deep? Is it the dark? No. Is it the chaos? No. Is it the dark soul?
No.
It's just another thing.
Yeah. And yeah, it's just because I just finished going through a series by a German spy. That's his YouTube channel is a German spy. He did Demon Souls in depth, where he was just going through and very thoroughly looking at everything. And for me, it really solidified that, yeah, there was a lot of care put into this game that they expected no one to play. Because it's from software, and they're like, well, nobody played Kingsfield or Shadow Tower, so...
Some people played those games.
You played those games.
I played those games.
You.
Shadow Tower is pretty good.
Jeff has played those games. Not even David has played those games.
David has not. David has seen a little bit of a few of those games.
I've seen a little bit of Kingsfield, where I had to try to turn with the D-pad and the...
Yeah, so I mean, you've basically also seen Shadow Tower, because I mean, Shadow Tower is. I feel like we talked about Shadow Tower.
We have, so, but
that's all right. We don't need to exhaust that.
But
that path again.
It made me really think about what lores do I care about in the Souls from Software verse, and it's pretty much Demon Souls because it's its own isolated, unique thing. And then Dark Souls 1, which was its own, when it came out, its own isolated, unique thing. And then after that point, it's just... And then Bloodborne, because it's its own isolated, unique thing. But with Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, it's just like, eh.
Yeah, they're just expanded in weird ways. I like Dark Souls 2 because it had almost nothing to do with Dark Souls 1, except for little hints here and there, which is completely undone and redone in Dark Souls 3 to an annoying extent.
Is the Kojima effect.
Yes, where it's like, remember when we already had references to Ornstein and implied that, this is what happened to... I'm drawing a blank. Hold on, it'll come back to me in a second.
This the Gwen's other kid?
No, just Anorlando in general.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, here's like... Or not even Gwen's kid stuff, but like Old Dragon Slayer, it's like right at the beginning of Dark Souls 2, which is like, here's like a reference to a thing you like, whatever. He fights a little bit differently, and you can maybe assume that this area that kind of looks like Anorlando's, ancient, style. Maybe this was here a very long time ago, but it's just like an X number of millennia has passed, and it's just like, and that's the story. I mean, the story is cycles anyways, and it's just like new kingdoms rise, new kingdoms fall, and they're like, what? How do we forward that? We introduce a faction that's outside of the cycle, and we have like a line of kings that's trying to break the cycle. Like, all right, cool. Mm-hmm. That is advancing the plot, the overall plot. And then you break the curse of the undead, and then you go back to Dark Souls 3, and it's like, none of that happened.
Nope. Nope. Nobody broke the curse. Nobody.
No, that's nothing. No, forget it. The kings, the crowns, the hollowing, giants, just forget it.
Yeah, because in case people didn't know, because I don't know how many people did go through the whole thing, but like, if you beat all the DLC and get all the crowns, and then you go talk to Vendrick again, like, and you wear his crown, then when you die, you don't hollow at all.
Yep.
Like,
how interesting. How interesting.
It's like, oh, you broke the curse. Like, you did the single thing that Vendrick was trying to do for the entire, like, course of the storyline of the game. You did it.
Mm-hmm. Progress is made. There's hope for breaking the undead curse. And then Dark Souls 3 happens, and it's like, I don't know, you're ashen or whatever, and like Lords of Cinder, and like they used to kindle the flame, but then like they're dead, but then one of them's like a goo monster, and one of them's like just a tall dude that's angry, and I guess you have to kill them because you interact with people by killing them in these games, for some reason, I guess. And then here's literally the same endings from Dark Souls 1 again. Except for the one that was slightly different.
Yeah.
But anyways, I still have high hopes for the DLC to conclude in a way, in a more satisfying way. Because despite the fact that Dark Souls 3 was very much Dark Souls 1, there's still some some gaping holes, things that were not, some gaping dark signs, you might say, that were not
addressed.
Filled in. Yeah, not addressed.
So
Dark Souls.
It's a game that, even though both of us really like it, but we don't like it as much as the others in the series, we can just still talk about the series forever.
Yep.
It's almost
always and forever.
It's almost like we like the games a lot.
I do like Dark Souls a little bit. I mean, just like a little bit.
Just like,
it's all right.
900 hours. 900 hours like it? Yeah.
It's all right. I guess. Whatever.
Yeah. Dark Souls. Did we do our Patreon pitch?
No, we didn't. We didn't. If you enjoyed this banter and you would like to contribute to our monetary incomular monthly money makingness,
you want to try that again?
No, that was accurate.
Okay.
Those words were they were new, sort of like cutting edge neologisms. Those will be they'll be very popular soon. So I'm just kind of
you're getting ahead of the train.
Yep, exactly. You can donate to our Patreon, where you can give us a certain amount each month, and we can get enough of those people. We can do it for like a full-time job, which would be cool.
That'd be great.
But if you want to just give like a tip, we also have our channel-specific PayPal that you can donate to, if you would like to do that, or not. That's fine too, because this is the internet, and these videos are still free.
They're still free, yeah.
I mean, you could comment on the videos, which I normally like scoff at for like the like, comment, subscribe thing. But like, I like reading comments on videos.
Yeah,
responding to people if you have questions and stuff. I enjoyed doing that.
And Jeff is much better at doing that than I am, because I notice them when I'm at work. And
yeah, well, yeah. So it goes.
So it goes.